It is January 2026. Can you believe it? And it's been interesting. I just realized January, been here since January. It's been 1 year. So lots happened in that year. Huge amount of things have happened. So this whole month, what we're teaching on is missions, and we're doing a taste of missions, having some missionaries come, and a Bible story about missions. So our first week, it is on your thing. I noticed the first page when I tried to print it, it wouldn't print in the margins, so I had to print it at 90%. I had to bring it down for everything to fit in, but everything fit in once I made it 90%. So our focus the first week is on the call. God called Saul in Acts 9. So if you want to read Acts 9, that'd be great to be up on that and know what's going on with that. Our welcome and intro, the same thing we're going to be going through, welcoming. This first week we may try to do at 9:10 to try to do a little bit earlier, just because our schedule at the end, I want to give our missionaries time to talk to the kids in each group as the rotation. So if you'll look on the schedule, during game time, the whole month, every month, we are going to be doing something to do with soccer every single week. And I ended up buying these cute little soccer goals that are very portable. And so we're gonna have these. And this first week, we're gonna do the game where they get on their hands and feet and they crawl like a crab, and they do crab soccer, and we're gonna have multiple balls out there, and so they're hitting with multiple balls, kicking with multiple balls at the same time. So just a big crazy mess. Our offering the whole month will go to BGMC missions. So boys and girls missionary, and I used to say it missionary crusade, and it's now missionary challenge. They changed the word challenge. So our goal this year that we will set at the end of the month, that we'll tell the kids, is last year we raised $750 in missions, and this year we want to double that at least. So we want to get close to $1,500 in missions that we're giving throughout the year and during our VBS. So that's that. Our songs, we've got 3 different songs, okay? And these songs, the last one, all of these are in Spanish, English. And so the very first, so these are just 3 songs they should know. The last one is just a beautiful worship song, and we're going to worship. We're going to close our eyes. We're going to worship God. And I encourage you, pick one person that stands back by the blue line, watches the kids, everybody else. I want to worship. If you're adults, join in and worship God. Then we're going to start a rotation. And so we're going to separate into 4th, 5th, 6th, 2nd, 3rd, and kindergarten 1st. And there is the rotation schedule that we put on there. And on this schedule this week, we're going to play with it. I only have 10 minutes that they're in each group, that they're in the groups 10 minutes, and then we switch. So, which really will be about 12 minutes. I think when everything's all said and done, as long as we're finished at 10:15. I think the group that is going to maybe not last the longest is going to actually be the food group, that they're going to, eat the food, eat the snack, and then they're done and they're ready for something else. So on the stage, the platform in the main kids' room, that's going to be the Bible story. The kitchen is going to be where they do the taste of missions. And then the 4, 5, 6 room is where the missionary is going to be. This first week is going to be Dallas and Shelly Reyes talking about Ecuador. All right. Then they'll rotate. They're going to do that. Bible story is going to be Acts 9. Really, the emphasis on this is that Saul was called right when he was saved. And so what we'll do is we'll have, if you notice, it says a leader rotates. So a big thing is setting up different leaders that will rotate. So we'll have 3 leaders each week that will rotate, and you're either with a kindergartner, the kindergarten group, 1st, 2nd grade group, or 2nd, 3rd grade group, or the 4th and 5th grade group, and rotate around with the kids. And that's the way that we want that to work, is to rotate around with the kids. Then, and so one person helping to rotate in each group. Then at the very end, we're doing our memory verse. To this Sunday there is a little video going over the memory verse with a new puppet, Rocky the Rat. And so hopefully I think you're gonna like that. So we got a new puppet with that. And then our craft, this is a pretty cool craft, it's Paul and Silas, and it actually sort of sits up once they turn it and fold it. So they'll have to cut it out. This is the same craft that they're doing in the preschool. So the preschool's doing the same Bible story as we're doing. This is not part of any curriculum. This is something we have completely made up this, not made up, we have completely designed and developed and created all of this month's curriculum ourselves to teach missions to the kids for the year. And then next month we will start the high voltage curriculum. But this is a little craft, almost a little 3D figure kids can make. So cutting this out and getting this taped is gonna be a little bit of a work. So we got to give time for that. And then of course we got the globe. This is cool. We're gonna be talking about Ecuador. We've got 4 of these balls, so this would be cool to be able to throw out and say, okay, which team can find Ecuador the fastest, and throw it out there and let them do. So that's just a little simple game or a little brain break, brain teaser. This is something that could be used. The next week, next week Moldova, and the third week Papua New Guinea. And so it's going to be really cool that you'll be able to look in here and to see, hey, can you find on this little plastic globe and throw it out and have the kids try to find where that is in the country. There we are. So our last thing that I thought we did, this is something I'm going to make some cardboard dolls that we're going to have out, and we're going to take up the plastic dolls and put those out. And the other thing I made is I took some cardboard and we made little foosball tables and a little roll of tape, and the kids put 2 fingers in and 2 fingers, and they play. And I made 3 of these, but I've got enough I could actually make 6 of these. But this is a little foosball table. So when the kids are playing at the very first when they come in, I took away the magnets this time, and we have the foosball table. And the idea of it is this is something I actually saw in Mexico on a missions trip that some people went on, and they took a picture, and I just was always impressed. I thought that's pretty cool. Always playing soccer, and kids are very, very resourceful. These other countries, kids are playing with cardboard. They're turning cardboard into things. They're having some kind of little ball, a little tennis ball becomes a soccer ball, whatever. And so they're always improvising with whatever they have. And so that's sort of some of our game time. We're wanting to do that kind of thing where we're just showing the kids, hey, you improvise with what you have. So there you are. Look forward to seeing it. It's going to be a great day teaching the kids about missions. Our memory verse, Mark 16:15. Jesus said, go into all the world, preach the good news to everyone. God bless you. I'll see you tomorrow.